Hello and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are here on Stardew Valley. This is a new game from Steam, um, indie game, and it's kind of a predecessor to the Harvest Moon series, which is basically Nintendo's lockdown, and the developers of Harvest Moon haven't let anybody even remotely do anything close to Harvest Moon in a while. However, this has taken the Harvest Moon design that was in Wonderful Life? Back to Nature? Can't remember which one. The one for PlayStation 2. And basically updated it and fixed everything that was wrong with it and all that kind of stuff. It's not like a rehash of that game. It's just it's a farming game that's a lot better than that one, which is hard to do because that game is really cool. Now, that's one of my favorite Harvest Moon games of all time. If you don't know what Harvest Moon is it started out on the Game Boy, and then went to Game Boy Advanced and all that kind of stuff, and then went on to Nintendo. And it's a farming game where you farm like a farming Sims. Only it had role RPG elements where you could upgrade your tools, and some of them had level up kind of thing. You could level up your stamina and that kind of stuff. So for this is going to be a quick start guide. So for the very first episode, so that we have time to do the stuff that I want to do, I'm going to break this up into two different videos. The first video here, we are going to start a new game. We're going to do the intro. So if you don't want to see the intro after I do the character creation, go ahead and skip ahead. It'll probably take 3 or 4 minutes. So if you don't want to see the intro, just skip ahead to the intro. You can just keep clicking until you get off of it. And usually if you scroll over the little line at the bottom of the screen, a little window comes up and you can scroll across to see about when it ends. So anyway, so you start out with this screen right here. It is sold on Steam. I do not know if it's sold anywhere else. You can go onto their regular website, which I will leave in the link to their actual website and also to the wiki down in the description of each one of these videos down below. But it's $15. It's not that bad, and they do have their own soundtrack. I do have the music off because I always cut the music off to my videos. I find it's hard to hear sometimes the music, and there's no volume button for this. You can just cut it on or cut it off. In this part here, you can change the volume inside the game, so be mindful of that. That's why I have it off for now also. So first thing we're going to do, you have two screens. You have new and load. New game starts you a new game. Load loads one of the old saves. You can randomize your character here. You can also pick male or female. Now my other character is female, so I'm going to do a male character this time. And if you don't know, you can look up the symbols, but the one this way is male symbol, and the little plus symbol is the female symbol, just in case you guys didn't know that. Several different skin colors. As you can see, you can be what you want. Let's be green. And different hairs. There are, as you can see, several different hairs. Again, the sound is a little loud. I can fix that sound when I get into the game, but I can't fix it right now, guys. Sorry about that. And some are girl hairs, some are boy hairs. So you just have to go with what you want. I believe if it's 32, I believe there's 16 of each. So there's 16 boy hairs, 16 girl hairs. So let's go with that one. And then the shirt, as you can see, there are tons of shirts. So Let's go overalls. And then they have a bunch of different accessories. And you can't really tell what most of the accessories are. But whatever you feel your looks best on your character, I guess. Let's go with the glasses, because I do wear glasses. And if you do not want to do the intro right here, it's really cool. You can just hit skip intro right here. Now, after you've done all these right here, you can do the colors. Now, the way you do the colors here is this top line is the color that you want. So, say our eyes right there, we want green eyes. We move it to about what green we want. And then these two bottom bars here basically change how light or dark that color is. So as you can see, this bar changes that actual bar there, and this is the actual color that you'll get. So there we go. And then the hair, we got green, so we can do like an orange hair maybe. Let's move that to here. That's more brown. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. And pants. Let's do brown with the pants. A little bit darker like that. There we go. So, that's what we're going with. Now, I got overall, so I should make a blue, shouldn't I? See if I can match that blue. There we go. Now it looks like we have overalls on. There we go. Now we do the name. We will go with Lilas. It's one of my names from World of Warcraft. And we'll do the quick start farm. And our favorite things is let's say pizza. It doesn't. I don't think it matters what this thing is right here. So, and if you want to see the back of your character, you can just press these arrows. Yeah, and then you hit OK. Oh, you can also choose between dog and cat. I always choose cat. I forget to show you guys that. You just click on which one you want to choose. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have this sealed envelope. I know he looks like Santa Claus. You have to. It makes me giggle every time I see this. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now, let Grandpa rest. So basically, it doesn't say that he dies, but he's pretty much on his deathbed. It's like willing you his old farm, basically. Then he gives you the envelope and tells you, hey, when you feel run down and you can't handle it no more, here, open the letter. So we after that we grow up and we end up working for a company named JoJo, which is kind of like an evil corporation that's wanting to take over the world basically. People refer to it as a bunch of different companies, and the best way that I can refer to it, with non-zombie way, but like the company from Resident Evil is kind of the feel that I get for the JoJo company. So after when you get to here, you actually have to click on the envelope. I won't go no further until you click on the envelope. Dear Lilas, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people in nature. So, I dropped everything and moved to a place I truly belonged. The place I truly belonged. I've enclosed the deed to the place, my pride and joy, Quick Start Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start a new life. Start your new life. This was the most precious gift of all. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will you? And then that's pretty much into that, and then you click off of that, and then it continues on with the cutscene. So I like how the cutscene is like interactive that way. And if the sound's too loud, guys, I'm sorry about that. There's no way for me to fix that sound right now, which I think, as a suggestion, if the developer actually watches this video, maybe putting a way to access the graphics options on the main screen might be good. I couldn't find a way to do that. So now, at any time, if you want to skip, wow, that's loud. Let me turn my volume down, and as soon as I can, I'll turn the volume down for you guys. Anyway, at any time, if you want to skip this intro after you've already started, there is a skip intro button down here, so you can. Hello, you must be Linus. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. Now, for this, if I do a series on this, which I'm just going to do the quick start guide, and then I'm going to see how the views get on that. This is Quick Start Farms. I'm going to stop right here. If the views get good and you guys do want me to do a series on this, I will. I'm going to play it anyway, just learn and learn the game better and all that kind of stuff. But if you want me to, I will. But I'm going to see how the views go and see what the comments look like before I do anything. And just to move the dialogues along, all you do is click on the screen. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have to clean up. You'll have it cleaned up in no time. I have an itch in my throat for some reason. And here we are, your new home. Oh, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your father's old cottage. It's a good house, Very rustic. Rustic. That's one way to put it. Crusty might be another, might be more apt though. Don't listen to her, Lilas. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you'll buy one of her house upgrades. And she gets all mad because you said that. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it into the box here. I'll come by during the night and collect it. Well, good luck. Okay. So, and it tells you stuff over here every once in a while. This doesn't come up every single time, so once it goes away, that's pretty much it. And you can press escape at any time to bring up this menu here. You have your inventory here. You have your skills. You have farming, mining, foraging, fishing, and combat. Now hold on a second. I'm going to go to options here. Now, I have this all the way turned down in all my other games. In my other game, and it still starts out at the default, guys. It doesn't matter what my other game says. I don't think it saves that. So, you'll have to adjust these each time you start the game. So, I'm going to move these down a little bit. If it's too low, let me know in the comments. I'm going to leave the music on really, really lightly like that. Hopefully it doesn't do anything on the... Well, let's go ahead and cut it off. I don't want to take a chance. They do have their own soundtrack. So it's like $5 more for the soundtrack. But I don't want to take chances. So, if you want the music on, and I'll look into it, and we'll see what the music does. I'll leave that little bit in just to see. I can always redo the video if not. Okay, so all your options in. Let's go back to the beginning. So these are skills. You got these 5 skills here, and these big parts right here are when you get to choose a path, and you'll get a bonus from each path that you go. So if you choose one way of doing things, then you'll get a bonus for that way, and if you choose another way of doing things, you'll get a completely different bonus for going that way. And each one has their own separate bonuses here, so basically you'll get to choose twice per skill. So basically you'll have 10 different choices. So basically you can customize your character a bunch of different ways, and also that leaves you a bunch of different ways to actually make money in the game. So the basic strategies are going to be more of how to get you started and making money, generic tips for making money, and not you should do this or this or this. Alright, so I don't want you guys to just run out by the game and then do it exactly as I tell you to do it, because I'm not gonna tell you to go farming or go mining or go foraging. I'll show you tips for farming, tips for mining, tips for foraging, tips for fishing, tips for combat, and all that kind of stuff. And then you guys can decide on your own which ones. I will also, you want to go on the wiki page and look up your choices here. After you've played once or twice, it's good to go ahead and go on there and read about your different choices, just so you know ahead of time which ones you want. So you might want to do that before you play the first time, but there's a couple of different things that you'll probably want to go and try out in the game before you start like a real game. So just be mindful of that. The second page, I don't know what this wallet's for either. I haven't got that far. Also, this part under here is your overall level. I don't know what goes into that, but I will post the wiki page down in the description so you guys can look it up. This is your social menu right here, and you've already met two people. You've met Robin and you've met Lewis. All right. There's also wives/husbands in the game, and if it's someone that you can date / marry, the under parentheses in under here it'll say single. So that's how that goes. And every person you can give 2 gifts every week. Every week you can give 2 gifts. That restarts every Sunday. And it just helps boost your items, your little heart things here. Also, you can give them gifts on their birthday, and that'll give an additional boost. And they also have favorite items, items they just like, items that are okay, items that they hate, items that they just don't like. There's a list on the wiki of everybody's likes and dislikes, so you can go on there and look those up. You definitely want to pick one of the potential wives/husbands. We'll just call them partners, so I don't have to keep saying this last name. You got partners, and see what their likes and dislikes are, so you can start giving them gifts. There's a couple of strategies that involve not doing that until like later on, like summer, autumn. You probably still want to build up your relationship within the first year. I don't know if they get married in a specific time period or not. So I know in the other farming game that I played for the longest time, that after a while they did get married. So you couldn't just wait around. All right. But I don't know about this one, so I haven't looked up that much into the single thing. But you probably do want to work on your relationship for getting married, and see what kind of gifts they like and dislike before you actually start playing. It might be a good idea. This is the map of the entire town, and if you scroll over stuff, it'll tell you stuff about the area. So like if you're looking for people that you haven't met. Like, I'll get into it in a second. If you're looking for people, you can scroll over and see what house they belong to. So it tells you what person is in each of the houses here, for the most part. And some places you haven't been to. Some places are locked, so you can't get to them until you actually unlock that place in the game. So just because it's on the map here, you might not be able to get to it at the start. You'll have to unlock it in the game. There's the wizard's tower. You will automatically meet the wizard, and there's a couple other people that you'll automatically meet. The fisherman down here, you'll unlock in the first couple of days. I think day 3 or something like that, because he comes in and gives you a fishing rod so you can fish. Lonely Stone. How do you get out to that? That's weird. And there's different areas that you can unlock yourself. You unlock during special events, some stuff like that. So, and you just exit that like that. We need to go back in here. We have the crafting menu here. And once you have the supplies in your inventory, you can craft this stuff. And if you don't have the supplies, it gives you a list and tells you exactly what you need. So, and these will go up as you level. You'll get new recipes as you level. And there's also recipes that you can buy from the stores that are strictly store-bought recipes that you can only get from the stores. I'm guessing there's some that you can find. I don't know about that. There's also special artifacts and stuff in the game that you can find. And some of those will actually are like scrolls that unlocked a hidden language. Kind of hint towards the future there. So this will be a big thing here. Collection. This is everything in the game. Okay. And also, if you bought this off of Steam, which I'm assuming you did, there's achievements. So you can go online on Steam and look up all the achievements and what you need. But they're on here too, right here. So, and here's the options. You can turn auto runs already on by default. They walk pretty slow, so you might want to leave auto run on. That's up to you. Show portraits, show merchant portraits, always show tool hit location. Hide tool hit location when moving. No. That might be useful, and I'll show you why later. Gamepad placement tile indicator. So you can play this with a gamepad. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get me one because the controls are a little wonky with the mouse, and I'll tell you why after I do the controls with you. The pause when the game window is active. So that means when you bring up this window here, or when it's inactive. So if you reduce this down or something, or minimize it or something, then it'll automatically pause for you. This is the sound and the footsteps. Yeah, we probably want to move this footsteps down also. Dialogue type sound. You turn that off and on. There is full screen and Windows borderless. The one we're playing on right now is Windows borderless. You can switch it to full screen. You have to click, and then you have to left click on it and then hold it down and then scroll over the one you want. So I don't know why I went to that one. I want full screen. Come on. There we go. Hopefully that didn't mess up the recording. Menus, backgrounds. I don't know what this does. Oh, okay. So if you click on this, it'll bring up the background instead of the window. So it'll go like a different screen for you. Lock toolbar might be useful. This here, you probably want to move this up to 105%. I had trouble in the game. Let's wait. I had trouble in the game with my toolbar being down below the screen there. So if you have that trouble, you can move up the zoom level up to 105, 110%. The lighting quality here, the zoom buttons, snow transparency, flash effects. Okay, now here's the controls. Now you can change these controls right here, with the exception is these right here. I would rather these two be reversed, but I can't. As you can see, you can't switch it from the different mouse buttons, which I don't like. But I'd rather the tool use be right click. So I'd rather have an option here to reverse these two. I'd rather right click with my left button. I'd rather my left button do the check and do actions on the right button. It's going to be difficult because most games are that way anyway. So playing this game where it's not that way is kind of I don't know. Like Minecraft, you use the tool with the left click, and then you right click to use items and stuff. So, but it's in this game it's a little annoying. I would rather the left click to check items just because. It'll save you a lot of energy. Sometimes when you use your tools and you're low on energy, if you left click, you'll accidentally use it and use energy, and then it'll hurt you. It'll hurt your stamina. So that's the only thing. You can rearrange all these right here. It does use the W. Well, I'll show you this in a minute. But you can change these. You can switch those to the arrow keys on your keyboard, which some people do, and they run around using the arrow keys with the right hand and then access all the menus and stuff with their left hand on the keyboard. You can do that. Left shift is to run, but if you have auto run on, you don't have to worry about that. I believe it makes you slow down if you do that. The item slot number, so it's corresponding to the number at the top of your keyboard, so you press that number and it'll go to that key. and there's our 12 slots, and then this just exits the game. So we won't hit that button just yet. Okay, so WSD. So A is left, D is right, S is down, W is up, and you can move diagonal in this game. So if you press the W and the D at the same time, or the A and S at the same time, you can move in multiple directions. I'm going to go ahead and open this. When you first start, you get this little thing here. You receive 15 parsnip seeds. Here is a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis. So Mayor Lewis was a friend of your grandpa's, and he gave you a little bit of helping hand on here. The first thing you want to do is you want to switch it to number 5. The reason is your sickle doesn't require any energy to use whatsoever. So if you accidentally hit the button here, and I'm not worried about the time right now, guys, because I'm going to restart the game for episode 2, and we'll get a full day at 6 a.m. so I can show you some stuff that you need to do. So don't worry about that. The sickle and also the sword, or the sword, but any kind of a weapon that you use that's sold from the Adventurers Guild, as far as I know, does not use any energy whatsoever. And the swords also act as the sickles. So the only exception is you have to use the sickle in order to get up like hay and crops and wheat, that kind of stuff. You have to use the sickle to do that. I don't believe you can get the crops up with using the sword. I know you can't get hay because I've tried it. You have to use the sickle to get hay. So you can also use your scroll wheel, which is very, very effective in this game. A lot more effective in this game than in Minecraft, in my opinion. And also, it doesn't scroll past your tools. So I don't have a 7, 8, 9, 10, 0, minus, and equals. So it won't go that far. It only goes up to 6 because that's all the items I have in my inventory. So that's cool. Inside your house, you have a TV. You have a chair, a table, there's a little cup on here, and you have this fireplace here. I'm hitting the button. And I need that back on there. You can get the fireplace on. There's no way to move the fireplace. You can move the rest of the stuff, though. So I like to move the table over one to here. And you can't move the TV back, and I don't think there's a way to actually turn it. If there is, you let me know in the comments down below. And I like to put the rug over in front of the door here, and this leaves us a place here so we can put stuff inside the house for decorations or whatever. So as the day goes on, the time goes automatically 100% of the time, unless you're actually talking to a person or you press the menu here. And there are certain actions that can happen during the day that will pause your little menu here, like if you eat something or if you pass out, that kind of stuff. It'll also bring up that menu. Also, if you're in this menu right here, you can hit this little button here and it'll organize your tools here. I don't know how it organizes it, but it'll organize it in that order. And if you have anything in your inventory here, you can actually throw it away in the trash can here if you want to. You only start out with 12 slots, and that's it. Alright, you can upgrade it one time for 2,000 gold. I'm going to say gold. It says G. I'm going to say gold. That's the way it's going to go for the game. If you know what the currency is besides G, let me know. It's gold for me. Anyway, so for 2,000 gold, you can buy a backpack from the shop in town, and it will unlock 12 more slots for you. And then another backpack will pop up there that will unlock an additional 12 more slots. That one is 15,000. So you're going to be pushed hard to actually get that one in the first month. Might be a cool challenge to try to get your tools upgraded and your backpack upgraded to the max level in the month. Like all your tools upgraded one level and then your maximum backpack all the way in 1 month. That might be a cool little challenge. But that's not what we're doing right now. You do start out with 500 gold, and then you have this little thing here that's called the journal. You can press F to open the journal here, or you can click the button. And all your quests that pop up or that you accept will come into here. There are quests in this game, which is really cool. And it tells you here exactly what you need to do. And it will adjust whenever you finish whatever it tells you to do. So this one's getting started. If you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, then use your seed packlet on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready for harvest. Okay? And then your second quest here is introduction. You have to say hello to 28 people. And you have 2 people now. And this is what I was going to go over with you. If you're having trouble finding the people, you can go to here and it'll stay in question mark which ones you are missing. Alright? So if you don't know that person, you can always go onto the wiki and look him up and find out where he's at. Alright? Once you find out his name, you can open the map and find out where he lives and just go there every day until you find him. Or you can cheat and look up online and see where his movements are every day. There's tips on that, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Just generalized controls video. So that's about all there is for controls. There is day and night cycle here. If you're up past midnight, you will start getting sleepy, and if you stay up till 2 a.m. and you don't get in the bed by then, you will pass out. There will be penalties for that happening. Okay. Also, there's a mine where you can go into combat. When you go into the mines, which I might do a separate video on, but you'll get another little bar right here for your hit points. Right here, and if your hit points are lost in the mine, you will lose some money. There's a money penalty, as far as I know, and there's a chance you lose some of your items from your inventory. So be careful in the mines. If you feel like you're going to die, get out. Don't stay if your hit points are low. You can eat things to bring back your hit points, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I believe that's all for right now. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out, and you come check it out, see if you like it. If you like this video and you want to share it with your friends, tell them what you liked it. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media. And I will see you on the next video, which will be the quick start guide. Alright, since this was just explaining the controls and showing you the intro and all the different options for your character selection, that kind of stuff. Also, you do start out with 270 energy. There are ways to increase this. I do not know what all the ways are to increase this. I do know there's ways to increase it. So, that being said, I'll see you guys on the next episode.